What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News. And I have some new news concerning Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn states that Anthony Joshua and losing is not an option. He said today, or yesterday rather, hours ago, should I say, he said that for Anthony Joshua losing this fight with Kubrat Pulev is not an option. This is a must-win fight because everything is on the line. Everything is at stake. You know, the fight is in place eventually if he gets past this hurdle, which I kind of find that strange. But he says that this is a very hectic moment. He says that he's very, very nervous for this fight because up until the Andy Ruiz fight, you just thought this was another victory for Anthony Joshua because that's all we knew. We knew him winning. We knew the only option that we only saw was winning. But now we saw Joshua fall once upon a time. It looks more possible. And what I say to Eddie Hearn, a lot of times people say there is no option, and then that option gets created. Oh, because of the opportunity to fight, you know, for the biggest British fight in boxing history, in the world history, really, in British history. But I tell you, I would disagree with Eddie. If Anthony Joshua loses, he just lost, just like he did before. Because remember, what was he doing before? He was trying to get the belt. He was trying to become undisputed. But a lot of things come with being undisputed. You have to fight every possible person. See, a lot of fighters could get away with it and never fight those guys that were supreme or premier challenges. Right? Look at the roster. Tyson Fury never had to do it because he never defended anything that he's ever won. Deontay Wilder's only won one belt. And then the fights that he's had have been lower opposition. And then when he's really stepped up, he struggled or he lost. He either drawed or he lost. He got one credible name, maybe two if you want to add Dominic Brazil. But fighting all these mandatories, like Joshua's been doing, this is what you expect. So if he does lose, okay, he's just lost. Now, of course, there's pressure on Eddie Hearn because he's trying to make that fight. He's willing to drop one of those belts to make that fight. So I see to him in his eyes, in his mind, how paramount it is, how imperative it is for Anthony Joshua to win this fight. Okay? And rightfully so, because he's the promoter and he's in control of how things are supposed to go, how things are supposed to formate, right? Well, I think that this is the time to be very, very nervous because this is a credible opponent. You got a fighter with one loss and ain't lost in 8 fights. This is his 9th fight in a very long time. And he lost to the best, the king at the time. So he fell from grace for fighting the king. So he fought his way up there, right, to fight that guy. And guess what? He fell. But he climbed again. Now he's back up at the throne and he's fighting the next king. And his name is Anthony Joshua. So, you know, that's progress all by itself for someone like that. But anyone that does that type of journey will be determined, will have more experience. So yeah, Eddie Hearn knows this. Okay? He knows this. But the good thing about this particular fight, Anthony Joshua knows who he's fighting. He knows who's in front of him. It ain't gonna be last minute, oh hey, this is so-and-so and you know, Pulev dropped off. Now you're fighting Tyrone Spong. You know, some craziness like that. It's not like that, okay? So at least he knows who he's focused on, and hopefully that'll be enough. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Eddie Hearn saying that losing is not an option for Anthony Joshua. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.